Babble Buddies Northwest.
We are your hosts. She is Shansdev.
And he is Larry King Jr.
And we are Babble Buddies Northwest. Welcome to our show where we will be all of the things exciting, informative, foolish, and of course,
comprehensible. Join us together as we journey through the Babble Buddies Northwest podcast, broadcasting to you from the This Is It Video Productions studio. Hello, Babble Buddies community, to you and you and you.
And me and me and me. Now, I'm not that selfish. We missed you. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Episode 6. Are you excited? Because I am.
We are excited.
I'm also sexy.
You are. Well,
I'm going to keep the blazer on. You know the song.
Larry is too sexy for the episode. So
too
sexy for the episode.
So sexy.
It
hurts. Does it hurt? I don't think it hurt. I feel good. I feel good about it.
We
no
feel
pain
good.
here.
We feel good.
I knew that I would. Put the blazer on. So good.
So good.
I don't know. Bruce Mark make the dun dun. Oh, I got you. I'm talking to you, community. I have you. Okay, let me stop messing up the show.
That's okay. You have us, and we love it when you like, share, and follow. Please engage with us. Let us know what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you're feeling.
We love the engagement, don't we?
We do, because we love to babble with our buddies.
And you're our buddies. You know this by now.
Yes.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Larry.
Yes.
You know I love to share my little Shan's observations with you.
Shan's observation. I love it.
And when it went... He's not ever taking this jacket off.
I'm not. I'm just going to keep tugging. I'm distinguished. Shan's observations, you say.
I do. I do say.
Well, pinky up.
And I deserve the jacket tug. There you go, sir.
You have earned it with the Shan's observations.
And my Shan's observation is that it went from October to November.
Fast.
That's fine, right?
Yeah,
it did.
Fast.
It was
quick,
the
fast,
months
in a hurry.
went by like boom,
like that.
Right there.
Presto.
So the observation is, you go to bed Halloween night, you wake up November 1st, you get in your car, you head out, and the Christmas tree farms were all open. The signs were up. It must have been 12:01. The farmer is out there. All the signs are up. They're talking about Christmas music. Now it's Mariah Carey's season.
Yes, and like everybody, some people don't want it, some people want it. They're like, I want the Mariah. So like, I don't ready. Put her on ice. You know the thing of it is though, people skipped over Thanksgiving. There's nobody's thankful for anything. There's like, I'm thankful that Christmas is around the corner. It's like, no, there's still a turkey day.
You mean that meal? Oh.
I don't need that. You know what I'm thankful for? Presents. So yes, we somehow skipped Thanksgiving, and I don't know why, because it's the time to be thankful for your Babble Buddies community.
Thankful.
Yeah, but yeah, I agree. I've seen it soon as Halloween and Christmas arise.
It was weird.
It's marketing is what it is, and the Christmas tree farmers out there. I don't have a Thanksgiving tree, but I have a Christmas tree.
A real Christmas tree.
No one sells turkey. They just sell trees all the time.
There you go. It's the Pacific Northwest. It's what we do.
It's so weird.
That's true.
The
King household will have 3 Christmas trees this year.
I tucked my jacket 3 times because the answer is no. It's a lot of presents to fill.
You know, one other Shan's observation, and it's totally unrelated to the holidays, but I'm driving through the neighborhood, and I noticed that it's garbage day. All the cans are perfectly lined up in a row on the sidewalk.
I do that intentionally.
Little soldiers. They're beautiful.
Ready to be picked up by a claw.
But there's one neighbor. Their cans were in the street.
In the street?
Yeah. So you're like,
make sure they picked up.
Boo.
This neighbor has been scarred before. You're not gonna skip over me this time. I'm in the street.
Maybe that's it. I want my cans seen.
Or maybe they want to be picked up first, right?
Can I say that, Producer Mark?
Yeah.
I want my cans seen.
Oh, my cans seen. Yeah. Listen, pink lady.
You're
It's PG cans. I need my cans viewed. There's a guy. I'm watching. That's a good one. High five vibe. The can scene.
Producer Mark said cans being seen is a go.
It's a go. I think he said that reluctantly. I guess it's a go. You guys trying to get us off air. We just want the cans to be seen.
We love seeing cans.
That's right. Why not? Why do you have cans? to be viewed. Stop that. Stop thinking now. I'm talking about garbage cans, people. Goodness.
Be a good neighbor. Keep it on the sidewalk.
Keep it on the sidewalk. Yeah, but I don't know. I guess they wanted to. I don't know. That maybe they've been burned before, and somehow hate trash has been missed. It's like, no, you would not miss this. You had to run into it, then pick it up with your claw. However, now the truck has to come out and block traffic because the claw comes out, right? So
it's all about the claw.
It's about the claw.
It's the claw.
My kids love the claw. They watch the guy all the time. Then he gets
Did he get the two boop? Just correct.
Our garbage man is so precise, right? That he takes that claw and I put on a recycle bin. I'll put the cardboards out. He comes by and he just picks up the cardboards and do this. My kid's like, oh, it's amazing. Oh, they were like, he didn't even watch. I was like, there's a monitor down there. I'm sure he's like, it's like playing Tetris or something.
Oh, there you go.
This.
I wonder if they have a joystick on
They
the
have to have a joystick on there. Right? Like, I couldn't be a garbage man because at this point, it'd all be games to me. I'll be like, take him out. See if I can throw the can back. You know what I mean? If it lands on the flip, playing flip cup with the can. Watch this.
But being a good garbage man, if the can flipped and landed, you would get out and put it back upright. Wouldn't
I would have
you?
the claw do the work. I wouldn't do it. I'd be like, come on, claw, let's get this. It's like that game at the at the arcade. Trying to pick a toy up. The claw game. No, I wouldn't get out my truck. Why would I get out my truck? That's just silly. Pointless to get out the truck.
Larry's giving himself prizes at that point.
Exactly.
Like, oh, I won on that one.
I will skip the next can. As soon as they put it in the middle of the street for me. I'm like, I'll be back next week.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. So, tell me,
yes.
It's not all about holidays and garbage cans.
I'm still tugging.
I know. Keep tugging, my friend. Keep tugging. That's why we babble for the tug. There you go.
I'm listening. That's not like Fraser Crane? I'm listening.
Oh, I hear the blues are calling, toss salad and scramble.
We love you, Fraser. Come on, Kelsey, Grandma, on the show. Let's do it.
On the show.
In here.
Can babble with us.
Babble, and we can tug together. And drink sherry.
Oh, it was so funny. They always love that.
They love sherry.
Let's have a glass of
I still don't know what sherry is. I don't know.
I don't know.
Like, is that water? Cooler? But it's some kind of wine. I don't know.
It's some.
Who knows? Sherry. You know who can tell us? Kelsey! You can tell us. Get on the show and tell us about sherry. Did you see the tug? Sherry. Okay, enough tugging.
He's going to keep tugging. You have not seen the last of Larry's tug. Tell me though, yes. you and I both went on road trips this past weekend.
Yeah.
And when you went on yours, you actually sent back photos of something you found that we had talked previously about on Babble Buddies.
Yes, I've seen Bob. Stop it, I'm joking. Anyway, yes, Bob, the wind turbine.
Yes.
Several Bobs were in a row. And since you stated that, I have always been looking, is there a Bob out here? And so I'm always looking for Bobs, right?
It's windy. This would be a good place
It's a great place for Bob.
What? Bob must be near.
And it was just so cool to see them in unison. Like they're going at the same pace and they're turning together. I was like, it's a dance. It's a Bob dance. They're like, dun, 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 dun.
And 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, they were counting. It was like, reverse.
Chassé.
Yeah, and it was awesome. You know what they said? We believe in Thanksgiving. We're not skipping to Christmas. That's what Bob was saying. We still love Turkey Day and waiting for Christmas. You know, that's what it was. But it was perfect to see them because ever since you said that, I only can see them as Bob, and I now look for them, which is weird. I was like, there are no wind turbines on this trip.
And didn't you take some of our amazing wristbands?
I did take some wristbands. You know what? When you're on road trips, you meet good people. So I went for a sad reason, right? We was great-grandmother for the kids was a little ill, and unfortunately has now moved on. But we went, and you still meet just wonderful people on the trip, whether it be at the grocery store or my daughter threw up in the grocery store because she was a little bit tired and car sick. And I was like, oh, I'm like, oh, man. And they were like, it's fine. I'm like, it's fine. Did you say it's fine?
It's not fine. It's not fine.
But she was a little
crazy.
You wouldn't even know.
Not fine.
It was, so she was just chugging along, like, do candy. And I was like, ow. At the point you're like, you got this? And so, but the people at the store was fine. Everybody was great about it.
They have the spill kits.
They have the spill kits. They know. They was like, this is not the first baby to take a vomit in here. Can I say vomit, producer Mark? Should I say throw up? What would you like me to say?
We're good.
Okay. The comments. But great people there. And then I we had an encounter with the Oregon State police officer, right? And he was so friendly. He was like, how many little kiddos you have there? And I'm like, there's 1, 2, and 3. You gave them. I'm kidding. But he was so nice, he gave us wristbands. He gave the kids wristbands, and then I exchanged Babble Buddy bands. The thing, I didn't give him any opportunity to say no, right? I took the Babble Buddy band and was like, and this is for you. And I put it on his wrist. He was like, what is this? I was like, it's the Babble Buddies Northwest. This is our podcast. But in return, I have his band as well. So the Oregon State Police Department, thank you for having exceptional patrolmen and officers. He was such a great guy. Loved the kids, was really good to the kids, you know, and it was just, he didn't have to be nice, but he was just nice in general.
Because I love, they do love engaging with
children. They love engaging,
and having fun, and, you know, I love the videos where, like, they'll just start dancing with them. Yeah. Because they know the dance, they know the song, all that.
They know things.
So now you're telling me the Babble Buddies.
They now know Babble Buddies.
The Babble Buddies, our wristbands has crossed state lines.
We're now in Oregon.
Thank you, Pacific
We're still in the
Northwest.
BBNW.
Yes.
You know, and he's a fan of the show now, I'm sure. Isn't that right, officer?
Hello, officer. Thank you for joining our video podcast family here at Babble Buddies
He's
Northwest.
part of the community. He's such a cool dude, right? And when I put it on, he was just he was like, oh, thank you. He didn't, like, take it off and throw it right there. You know, I'm sure he wouldn't subscribe when I was like, subscribe, watch, like, share, because we love you.
Oh, that is amazing.
It was such a fun time. Yeah, that he even just took it. And the fact that he just looked at my kids and was like, I'll be right back. And came and took his time and got him 3 wristbands just to cheer the kids up. It was wonderful. Such an amazing guy.
That is so fabulous. And your daughter's much better now. She's all rested. And
she's all rested. She's not in the vehicle anymore. I think it was just a long ride and me driving like, you know, a man turn, curve, you know, going through the mountains. She's like, Dad, it was funny because no one saw it coming. Just like, hey, we're going to go get candy. She's like, yeah, candy. Blah. I'm like, goodness. Oh, God. Did they get on my shoes? Is it on my shoes? On my shoes! But yeah, it was wonderful, though.
Don't mess with Larry's shoes. Please don't.
It's fine if you throw up on my shoes. It's not fine if you throw up on my shoes. I will find you to make you clean them. But no, they were good. It was good, though.
With the spill kit.
With the spill kit. That they have at the store.
Under
the counter. Guy didn't even flinch. Ha! I know this. And pulled it out.
On it.
Good to go.
Yeah, there you go.
Like we just had this yesterday. I don't know. It was wonderful, though. And I felt bad. I was like, I need to buy candy from here. Lots of candy. Lots and lots of candy. All of it. All of the candy. You know, I felt bad, but he was like, you don't have to. I was like, I do. Let's just get all of the candy. Right. We're going to pass them out and just give all of the candy. Yeah, it was at a gas station, but it was great. It was wonderful people. Like, nobody was upset. He was like,
I love it. That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. And that's how people should be.
People should
because you can't, my favorite quote is, you cannot prevent what you cannot predict.
Yeah.
And you cannot predict that something like that's going to happen.
Put that on the screen. You cannot
prevent
what you can
not predict.
You see what I'm saying right there? Put that on the screen, producer Mark.
That is. I heard that quote many years ago, and I recite it to myself many times over the course of a week. You cannot prevent what you cannot predict.
I like it.
Thank you. Well, and while you were out seeing the turbines, you know, Bob, our good buddy Bob.
Oh, good buddy Bob.
I saw some turbines out as well. Yes, I went
Turbine
over.
Family.
We are the. Ooh, we are family.
Turbines with me.
Ooh,
no.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna tug it then.
No, I went over to Ellensburg, and
yes.
it was warm. So
nice.
we're in this switch over now where we're coming, fall, winter, blah blah blah. Yeah. Ellensburg's in Central Washington.
Yes,
and so it's the heat when we go to Chelan.
Yes.
When we go to Ellensburg. But I've been thinking, oh my gosh, it's late October. I'm going to bring my parka and everything.
And didn't wear it.
It was 75 degrees and sunny. Walking down Pearl Street, sweating.
First off, now that sounds amazing. Pearl Street.
Oh, it is so cool because there's this one house on the corner, and it's like this. It's someone's like art project for like the last 40 plus years.
So
what have
great
you?
Architecture.
It is like bottle caps and. Car reflectors, bike reflectors. I mean, everything. It's
junkyard house.
It's literally a sign out in front of it. Literally says, "What is this place?"
Yes.
And it is
eclectic.
It is so cool. And they're like, "Go ahead, look at all of our stuff in our on the exterior. It's a private residence. They are inside living their lives." But
living their best lives. I would love to meet them. I bet you have a great time with them.
oh,
they seem to be fun.
Seriously, because
Yeah.
the thought process and the meticulousness it takes. Ooh, big words day.
Meticulous.
Meticulous. Where did that come from?
Must be a jacket tug.
To go out there and to like nail like literally, I'm gonna say 250 bottle caps or something in one little spot and create a picture out of it. I mean,
Yeah.
so cool.
I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it with pumpkins and carving them. So I know I can't do it with bottle caps. And this pumpkin has a picture that you glue to the pumpkin.
You glue it on
and you still follow. I can't do that.
And it still slides off.
Slide. I was like, God, this is terrible. Stop this. Make a circle.
It's like making the gingerbread house.
Yeah.
It just collapses as you build it.
And I eat while I'm doing it.
You just eat. We don't need that little
No one
bead.
needs this. Is that a peppermint? Perfect.
Frosting.
Who needs it for the house? My tongue needs to be frosted.
But I had the pleasure of meeting the new owner of the Ellensburg Pasta Company.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
It was amazing.
Was it delicious?
Because it was delicious.
Yes.
It was fabulous. It was friendly. The thing
Inside pasta.
The thing is, this restaurant is in an old one-stop service station that was built around like 1929.
One horse town. Love
Yes,
it. Okay.
amazing. And so it used to be a tire service, car service, gas tanks, what have you. So when you look at it, you kind of think to yourself, oh, this is kind of an odd shape for a restaurant.
Yeah.
And then you walk in and there's the restaurant. And then you walk further and there's
They're
another.
tires.
No. Well, they have the tire signs.
Oh.
And a gas tank.
And the gas tank.
But
that distributes pasta.
yes, fill me up. There's another restaurant. There's the bar area. There's live music. There's outdoor dining, seating, patio area, and it is just you can get lost just walking through this restaurant, looking at all of the amazing historical items that they have. It is so cool. I cannot wait to go back, and I cannot wait to explore just a little bit more of what's so cool inside this one little building that's actually technically feels like you're in 2 or 3 other buildings.
But it's the experience, right? And so they have successfully accomplished what they wanted to create, right?
Yes.
It's about the experience, because you can have pasta anywhere, right? But if I can have pasta, live music, see historical atmosphere or signs, and go out in the back and have an outdoor, I'll pay a little more for pasta because it's more about the experience, right?
It is.
So
And the
that
people,
is wonderful.
so friendly.
Yeah.
Everyone there, so friendly. The line to get in,
Why wouldn't you be friendly if you got a gas tank that distributes pasta? That is awesome. And if you don't have it, you should now use that ideal and adapt it pasta shop.
there you go. I think we just pitched our first idea to
There
the
you go.
Ellensburg Pasta Company.
Babble Buddies gas tank, please.
There you go. We would look so cute on a gas tank, wouldn't we?
I think we'd be awesome.
We could have our elbows
Jacket
be
tug.
like jacket tug. Yes, we would have our own little logo.
It'd be perfect.
It would be perfect.
Ellenberg Pasta Company, if you're listening, which I know you're not a fan of the show, think about that. Talk to us.
We did give the new owner wristbands
What?
and our
perfect.
cards. Yeah.
You know
We
what?
wanted them to know we care. We're going to
care.
mention you.
We're
want
going
to
to mention
send
you.
people to
You're now
Ellensburg.
part of the community. Yes.
Yes. So
Babble Buddies
whether
community.
it's 75 degrees,
75
snowy,
degrees.
sunny, rainy, windy,
Whatever
Ellensburg is known for the wind. That's why they have Bob the
Wind turbine.
Thank you. But yeah, no, it's fabulous. Can't wait to go back.
Oh, fantastic. I love it. I can't wait now to come to the pasta shop, guys. Just, don't overthink
Ba-dun-dun. That was the follow-up.
Don't overthink that, guys.
Producer Mark, we're going to need a ba-dun-dun.
Or a beep beep.
You got it.
Well, taking us back to the thoughts of the holidays and
Yes.
the shopping, and not only all of the hubbub, dare I say?
Hubbub. Ooh.
It's the holiday hubbub.
The holiday hubbub. Oh my goodness, it's a t-shirt.
There is holiday hubbub.
Hubbub. Well, again, as
Babble
long as
Buddy
you
style.
don't put my cans are being viewed. Holiday humbug or
Did you say holiday humbug?
humbug, not humbug, but
Not bah humbug. Not
bah humbug, but
Babble Buddy?
no. What did you just say?
Holiday humbug.
Humbug, not humbug.
No, but we don't do bah humbug.
I mean, I'm not a Scrooge.
No.
No, we just
babble.
humbug
We're
with
buddies.
cans. That be viewed. That can be viewed, I should say.
We are viewing the cans.
Bum 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 bum. I'm just gonna say humbug.
But it's the holiday meal planning.
Yeah. Oh, that's a lot. That is a lot going into meal planning.
Yes.
And don't skip over Thanksgiving.
Yes. And
Go
when
straight
you
to Christmas.
No, but when
Plan
you
it.
think of your holiday Thanksgiving meal,
Yes.
when you think of your holiday Christmas
meal,
meal, you have to think of all the food and everything.
I didn't think of a holiday Halloween meal.
And
I actually had pulled pork and mac and cheese.
you know what
Everybody.
pairs well with all of those things?
Ooh, I think I do now.
I'm gonna say
Libations.
this is the Big Words episode of Babble Buddies Northwest. I'm gonna have to Google that one, and I'll get back to you. I will have Mr. Mark put in the definition.
A beverage and tug.
Beverage and tug. So wine pairs
Yes.
best with the holiday meal.
Yes, it does.
So I'm thinking
Uh-oh.
we should probably explore some wine options
You know,
for the
and I
Babble
will
Buddies
partake.
holidays.
In wine exploration.
Wine exploration.
You know, my mouth is a little thirsty now.
Well, as it should be, because they always say, age like a fine wine.
And I think I have done that, seeing I'm 1,254. So,
And I'm 29.
there you go. I like how you go down while I tried to go up to make myself sound old and sexy.
All right, I'm really Babbles. I kid you not. I am 72.
No, and
yeah.
we look amazing to be 21.
This is why.
I just went back
Yeah,
down. Now.
yeah.
We're down.
Fine wine. Yeah.
We age like fine
Age
wine.
like fine wine.
Love it. Is that what you're wearing?
Is that what you're wearing?
Wine is for everyone.
Larry, aren't you going to get the door for me?
House wine, Chardonnay.
This is my first time at Drum Roll Wine. I love downtown Renton. I've come here often, and I've been waiting for a winery. We've had some great breweries, great restaurants, great coffee shops, and this is our first winery.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like all good career transition stories.
Yeah.
Mine starts with a layoff,
Yes,
and then I
Because
found,
he had the time.
because he had the time. Right.
yeah, so then I had the time to learn something new, and I found my dream job immediately. But then my wife told me that unemployment wasn't a job.
It only lasts 7 weeks.
So anyway, I was thinking about wine and thinking about art, and standing in front of a painting by Renoir, I thought Pinot Renoir, and that amused me.
Right.
And so I spent the day basically amusing myself, appreciating the art and thinking about wine and art and how much they have in common. I mean, I think the best way to enjoy wine is to slow down.
I agree.
And I think art is the same way. You don't have to do a drive-by in the museum just so you can see all the famous things. You can stop in front of any one of them and spend time with it. And I think that is what really develops your appreciation for it. Art and wine can both be striking. They can both be surprising. They can both be maybe revolutionary is a little bit of extreme, but they can go in new directions, and they can be sort of transcendent. It kind of gives you a little bit of a sense of a world beyond just what you and I see every day and are taking in just in our everyday lives. And so art, wine, and some other music.
It's certainly beautiful expressions of culture.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So So that was kind of where the idea for the winery started, was actually in an art museum of all places.
Yeah, so we spent our 20th anniversary making up art and wine puns. Fun fact, now we've been married 27 years, and it's kind of cool. We wear these wedding bands that were originally cast for us by an artisan, and they depict a grapevine.
Oh, really?
So we had no idea.
No idea.
Yeah, when we were engaged and getting married, that when we designed these rings, it was for some other reason. It was inspired by a scripture about being a fruitful vineyard, and now here we are.
Look at that.
7 years
It was
later,
meant to
I think
be.
it was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
Far more literal than we ever expected.
Yes.
The Babble Buddies wow.
This is it. This is good. The revelation that's coming out of this.
Drum roll.
So, a beautiful establishment, right? Thank you for allowing us in the house that you built.
Lovely.
Now, Shane's and producer Mark came, and they had a wonderful time, and that's what we really came back to tell me. That's like, Larry, wine is for everyone, right? So, in that culture that you created, that wine is for everyone, can you tell us what Drum Roll does to achieve that, and how it sets apart from traditional wineries or wine bars?
Good question. Yeah.
Because I'm awesome.
And so is Drum Roll Winery.
Something I appreciate about Matt's approach is that he's very much like, let's just keep this real and like not hoity-toity, right? Like we want to reach all people with the message that wine can be fun, enjoyed, appreciated. So it's a sense of humor, I think, that comes across in a lot of the messaging that goes out about our winery to just make it fun.
Your labels have some art-inspired things to them, and it was I love that Pinot Renard. But was that so? You knew then, okay, I want kind of this appreciation for wine and art, and is that kind of what merged it or married? Because you want to make this more simpler and easier.
Yeah, all I knew then was I was amusing myself. That was really it. I had when I went to wine school, I had no intention of starting a business. I had no intention of going into the wine industry. I just wanted to learn something new at the time.
At the time, okay.
That was it. When I came back and I had these ideas, then I started sharing them with friends that I'd met in the wine industry and got enough encouragement to have the courage, for better or worse.
Honey, we're going for it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it took a while to come together. And in the museum, it was just enjoying the art and enjoying, what I had learned about wine. In my head, it was just a private
party.
Private
20th anniversary.
Early on, one of our values was accessibility.
Yes.
We wanted the wine to be easy to enjoy. Not simple, but also not complicated.
Right.
Not pretentious, not the kind of way we joke about how we tried to make the kind of wine that makes you feel small. It turns out we didn't like it very much.
Oh, no.
Looks down on you.
Yeah, it looks down.
So our wine's meant to be
PP up wine.
easy to enjoy, whether you're sommelier and you've been studying wine for decades, or whether you're 22, you're 23, you haven't developed any real palate or taste for wine whatsoever. We want to have something that really meets you where you are. Also, we do emphasize wine with food. I mean, that's really where we think wine shines as opposed to other adult beverages, is it pairs with food in a way that's really special. And then the third thing I'd say, because everybody eats. And then the third thing,
food brings everyone together.
Yes.
It does.
So, yes,
it really does.
It really does. And then the third thing I'd say is we try to tie into the history of wine. Wine is not something that was discovered in Europe, 200 years ago.
Right.
The history of wine is 8,000, 9,000 years old. And now we think of wine as being sort of maybe a privilege, maybe something for middle class and upper class people, but through the history of wine, it was people's drink.
It's marketing that did that.
and we try to represent wine in that way.
Oh,
This
fantastic.
is as you said, it's It's for everybody. It's not for an elite class.
And I didn't always enjoy wine, I'll be honest. It's been a developed taste over the
Yes.
years, and Matt certainly introduced me to the pleasure of wine and how you can really appreciate it and learn how to enjoy it. So it's something that I've learned to enjoy.
Yeah.
The other thing I really appreciate about this space that we're creating is that desire to bring people together across all different backgrounds, right? So when we had the grand opening, my background is black and white, so I have black and white family, and so it was really awesome on our grand opening to see just an array of people in here of all different ethnic backgrounds as well. So hoping that this will be a space of community where people connect with one another, and we can, like you said, food brings people together. Wine definitely does
Yes.
as well.
All adult
And there's
beverages.
something about I mean, when used appropriately and in moderation,
in moderation, exactly.
it can really elevate your mood.
Yes.
It can relax you.
Endorphins are flowing.
I tend to be a fairly introverted, socially anxious person, but one of the reasons I appreciate wine, it does relax you, and
It does
so just
relax
it
you.
flows, it makes the conversation flow, gives you a sense of connecting with another person, and that's really lovely.
I'm very honest, and I will say this: wine helped me deal with my children. I'm like, oh. You're just gonna break that, huh, son? Cheers.
But no, when we left here, it was a feeling, and we were high-fiving people, we were fist bumping. It was just everyone's exchanging, social media
Pleasantries, yes.
connections.
Oh,
It was just, it was
wonderful
like,
for
I'll
life.
see you around, and it's like drum roll, and it's just. We walked in, and then we were like, okay, this is really cool, this is nice, this is very clean, very well put together. And then all of a sudden other people started coming in too, and then they're all looking around, and then everyone's got their little sections, and next thing you know, everyone's kind of like, hey, really? No, you too.
nice.
And it's like everyone, it wasn't like you're eavesdropping. No, everyone was just kind of babbling, and then all of a sudden it became like a big babble. And it was just a great
Amongst buddies.
It
From the
was
Northwest.
such a great. We left here feeling so good. It wasn't just the wine. We
was
left
the
here feeling so good.
community.
It was the community.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's part
see
of the
people
goal.
come in and bring their own board games, sit here, play the game,
I
have
love
some
that.
wine, and then pack up, leave, and time to go meet someone or whatever. But community, that is absolutely where it's at. So you guys have definitely.
Right, hit it right on the
number
head
one.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Fantastic.
It's just making me a little bit more jealous that I wasn't here doing that. And I might cry slightly.
I know. We'll have to come back and celebrate
This is
episode
it. And I'm
6.
bringing my own board game.
There
that I
you
know
go.
it's about.
Well, and I don't know if Matt told you, have you mentioned the color scheme in here? So,
no.
yeah, as you can see, as you look around, it's fairly clean. That's Matt's style,
nice.
definitely, clean lines, and mostly kind of monochrome,
Yeah.
the black, white, and
Yeah.
gray.
Uh-huh.
And that is because we really want the color in this space to come from the wine and the people. Right? The people bring the color, right?
people bring the color,
in terms
exactly.
of the vivacity, the
It does.
vividness of
Goosebumps.
yeah, the human personalities that
Human
will come into
personality.
the room.
Yeah.
You want nothing but positive
We want a
vibes.
rainbow.
Yeah, you do want a rainbow.
Yeah, rainbow.
Again,
positive vibes.
wine is for everyone.
Yes, rainbow.
And so is drum roll. Now, you're also an accomplished author, correct?
I am an author.
You are an accomplished author. We love it.
6 novels to my
6
name.
novels. That sounds like an accomplishment.
There you
So-
go. And one nonfiction.
And
called
one
All
nonfiction.
right, okay,
Check
so
all that
6
apply.
plus
All that
1.
apply.
Yes, about my experience as a multiracial person.
Right. So you write about your experiences, about being biracial and biculture. Now, how does your personal experiences and the themes in your books kind of transition over to making this a place where everybody feels welcome, making it from like, I know I am great.
Interesting.
Oh,
Wow,
right.
going deep.
Where's the fire?
Not sure I ever totally have thought through this before, Larry. So this is good. This is making me think about it. But I mean, I think what I was saying earlier about wanting this space to be welcoming to
Yeah.
all people. I mean, that's just a value that I have always had, been raised to have,
raised to
and
have
it's
that.
just like inbred in me. It's like to be
great parenting.
a person, who embraces and wants to see all people coming together, especially across racial lines.
I love it. I love it.
It's an important conversation that continues to need to happen in our country. Is how do we care for one another? How do we care about the issues that each other is dealing with and struggling with? And hopefully, in a space like this, we can have more of that. Absolutely, yeah. And all of my writings, which
And all of your
are
writings.
geared towards the 3rd to 6th grade set. So I
Yes.
write for what's called middle grade writing. deals with themes of reconciliation, people coming together, multi-generational relationships. So that's an important theme in my work.
That is an excellent age group to write for, because that is, I can still remember books that I read during that time frame. Those are the ones that you're reading it at a very pivotal point in your life where you may pick out one little thing that's going to stick with you forever. So, excellent. Wow.
Now, Matt, we're going to go back to you because Matt was originally a drummer. Did you know that? This is how Drum Roll Man came about. And then when he was on his hiatus, and then he had time to go to wine school. Now, can you share with us, are there any similarities between being a drummer and now being in the wine industry? And what do you take from that, and how do you think that will give Drum Roll?
I think I'll speak maybe a little more generally about music and wine because I think drumming is similar. One thing I've learned about music, and especially recording music, but also writing music, is that lots of little decisions add up to make a piece of music or recording of music impactful.
Yeah.
Right? Lots of little decisions. And any one or two or three of those could possibly be taken out, and you would have a result maybe nearly as good. But if you took out too many of those, it would really start to fall apart. So when we record music in a studio, the microphone we choose, the room we put the performer in, all these little decisions that seem insignificant maybe on their own or not terribly significant on their own, they all eventually add up. And there is not one secret to make it, good or great in the end. And making wine is very much like that. It's a number of small decisions along the way. No single decision makes a wine great or expressive or fun or not, generally. But, 20, 30, 40 small decisions all add up to make a product that really has an impact. So that's the biggest similarity I've seen is patience and making those kinds of minor decisions, put them all together, and then you end up with something that you feel proud of and you want other people to enjoy.
Oh, I love that. You have it? Go ahead.
No, I'm like, yes, absolutely, because it is. It's not one big decision. It's every little one that adds up. Kind of like life. Every little,
it's just like life.
Absolutely. And we're all looking for that silver bullet. If only this or if only that, then my career, life, relationships, whatever, would end up great. But it's not. It doesn't exist. There's no silver bullet.
There's no silver bullet. There's no blueprint for it.
It's a bunch of little decisions. Yeah.
Fantastic. And then when you're making these decisions, now these decisions I'm sure can change daily, but it's something that you remember from previous experiences, like, I did this before, so I tried this.
Yeah.
Or, is it more about how you feel that day, that moment, that hour?
Well, it's both. It's experience. It's thinking about what you want the result to be. There isn't, there are a few rules, both in music and wine, but not very many, really. There's a few things you really don't want to have go wrong, but in general,
care to share those.
I mean, it's like if you're performing on stage, you don't want feedback, right?
Yeah.
It's like feedback's always bad. But then again, Jimi Hendrix did some pretty great stuff. So maybe feedback isn't always bad, So you think about things like that, and even things that seem like, so clearly you wouldn't want that to happen. Immediately, I thought of an exception. Right?
Wasn't it Miles Davis who said there's no mistakes or something to that effect?
So I hear, So anyway.
And I'm thinking as you're talking, I'm like, this is another form of creativity.
Yes.
Like the winemaking is, so we knew one of the things that drew us together was we're both creative artists, right? Yeah. And it's very hard to make a living that supports a family when you have two creative artists in the room. So
seemed like a good idea at the time.
So Matt, really carried the lion's share of being the breadwinner for our family for many years, like over 15 years, while I got to pursue writing as a full-time and parenting. I would always
I'll say parenting is full-time.
I was like a full-time mom and a part-time writer.
Yeah,
big time.
But I was able to pursue my writing, and then now it's kind of like we're swapping a little bit. I've gotten the full-time full-time job teaching English, and Matt is pursuing this as a creative passion, really.
What's on the horizon?
I'm glad
for
you asked
Drum Roll?
about that, because I was just thinking we are just in stage 1.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
early.
yeah. There's definitely more to come. So
We want people to come here to connect with us, with each other, with themselves, family, friends, with wine, with the history of wine. But of course, we have a passion for music. I mean, we haven't talked about it much, but Sunday's a musician as well. She's a wonderful.
that's true. That drew us together.
Yeah,
as well.
indeed. And she has deep in her heart, she has a musical soul. So we're also planning a series of after-hours concerts here. We want to bring the kind of bring the
gonna be
kind of
hot.
music that you're not necessarily going to hear a lot of other places. So we won't be doing traditional. Well, I don't know. I should say I was going to say we won't be doing like rock concerts in here, but I don't know what we're going to be doing. We'll see. Our first performance we have set for later this month is all female gypsy jazz group, right? So
With a Latin twist.
With a Latin twist. Music from the 30s and 40s.
Shake my shoulders.
We're already planning. We're already planning our classy Valentine's Day celebration. We have a violin, cellist, a duo. They're world-class musicians. We've known them for many years. They live here in Renton, and they're going to do a concert about, hour 15, hour and a half minutes of classical music. And so we have a number of ideas of the kinds of music we want to have in here. And once or twice a month, we close and we reset the room for live music, and you get to come in and enjoy
Right here under the
wine,
drum.
enjoy
That is stage set up.
fun wine and delicious music also.
What an amazing time, Matt. Wait for it. Drum Roll Winery in Renton.
Yes!
Fun time.
Let's go, Renton. Let's go.
Drum roll. Ha ha! You heard it. Such a good time.
So
If
good.
you haven't-
So good. So good.
Oh my goodness. If you haven't been there, go. Stop cheating yourself. Drum roll, please. Drum Roll Winery in Renton. Phenomenal time.
Yeah.
Great place.
As you can clearly see, those people are fun. You never know who's
Amazing.
going to walk through the door.
You never know.
And
You gotta have a good time.
it's a great time to
What
babble.
you're gonna know is you're gonna have a. Did you say a great time to babble?
It's a great time
with
to
your
babble.
buddies
With your buddies!
from the Northwest.
So
it was
good. So good. So good.
We might have had a few. Thank you, courtesy of Drum Roll
Thank
Winery
you. Thank
in
you.
Renton.
Drum Roll Winery in
Phenomenal
Renton.
place. But I'm ready. I'm ready, Shans. I know what you're gonna do.
Wait, what am I going to do, Larry?
It might be a little not Shan's observation, but Shan's laughy face. Humor.
Humor time.
Humor time. We're not talking about humidity. Wait, I'm ready for the tug. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Larry,
Yes, ma'am.
what kind of wine do they serve at the horse races?
Drum rolls. Ah!
It might be drum rolls, but you know what type it is?
What's that?
Chardonnay. Or you can say Chardonnay.
Nay. Oh, I love that. Chardonnay. You know what?
But come on, give me an A.
That's good. That's, you know what? Good. God over mercy.
So good. So good.
We might have had a few. But okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna rebuttal
Oh,
with a bad dad joke that's also wine inspired.
Is
I'm kidding.
this a Larry's bad dad joke?
You know it. They're good. So good.
So good.
Come on. We might have had a few.
Woo, in Renton.
Okay. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
There's this misconception out there.
Another big word.
SAT word. But there's this misconception that wine makes you fat.
Wait, what?
It's a lie. It makes you lean against doors, walls, tables, and not attractive people. Depending on how many you had. We might have had a few.
I'm probably gonna get slammed for this one, but one of my brother's famous lines, and he never really said it,
Okay.
but he would just say it. What you doing? Drinking you pretty.
And that's true. We've all had those moments. I'm kidding. get it. We might have had a few.
Oh, you gotta love Uncle Mike.
You gotta love Uncle Mike. Well, Uncle Mike is the best. I'm drinking your pretty. That's just how it happens. After a while, seriously, with good libations. He was like, you know what? She's not bad looking. Or he's not bad looking.
I can work with that.
I got a little mole on his face. That's all right. Some people have 3 eyes. Okay, it's fine. It's
That's
right in the
okay.
middle, huh? Right in the middle.
It's better
It's
to
fine.
see the cans.
Exactly. Better to see the. I have a 3-eye view.
We used to call it beer goggles.
Beer goggles. That's another one.
Beer goggles.
But in this case, producer markets wine. We have vineyard goggles.
Our vineyard goggles.
Vineyard goggles.
Oh,
High
wait
five.
for the Babble Buddies Northwest edition of Vineyard Goggles.
Bing. I'm drum rolling. Bing, because we had such a good time.
At Drum Roll Wine in Renton.
Renton. Go. Stop being left out. I can say that.
And do your holiday shopping for your holiday meals. They have
But don't
a beautiful
skip Thanksgiving.
Don't skip. No, start off with your Thanksgiving holiday meal. Go to Drumroll. They have a beautiful selection of their wines. Shop.
First
Shirts.
off, you said go to
fun.
drum roll. I don't need to shop after that. Like, I'm here to vineyard.
Well, we want to thank you to you,
You
and you
and
and
you.
you. Keep being a Babble Buddy. Keep having fun with us. We would love to hear from you. Drop a comment,
Drop a comment,
on
drop a
any
like,
of our
drop a
social
follow.
medias. We
All of
are
them.
everywhere.
Engage with us.
Engage with us. Let us know what you think. Let us know where you want to see us next. Let us know
Yes.
if you want us to come visit you.
Yeah, and we would do it.
And I just want to say
Yes.
to you and you and you, go out there and be better at life.
And I say keep live baiting.
Big Words episode.
Just get drunk. I'm kidding. Do it.
To you and you and you.
We thank you for being a part of our Babble Buddies community.
We will see you next time on Babble Buddies
Northwest. As always, she is Shan's
And
Dev.
he is Larry King Jr.
And we are your Babble Buddies.